Hi, welcome to Myrtle's Detox and Wellness Spa, our garden segment. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Bokashi kitchen scraps, fermented kitchen scraps in your garden. Three ways, okay? We're going to bury it in the ground, we're going to bury it in a bin, and we're going to also use the bottom of the pot. So let's start with the pot. Okay, so here is our fermented bokashi, and we're going to use some of it. Inside our potting mix. So inside the pot, remember that the fermented scraps still look pretty much like food, so you can see the vegetables and some of the bread and stuff still in there, but you're gonna mix it with the dirt. And basically you're gonna just add some soil to the top of this. So this you could have done two ways. You mix the whole thing and you would have to leave it for 2 weeks before you can plant in it. Or just as I did, I just mixed in some of the kitchen scraps in the bottom and you're ready to plant. Okay, so by the way, before we start using the mixture, we normally take off the bokashi tea. If you look at the front of the bin, you'll see the spigot, and we drain off the liquid from the bottom because we don't need this in making our compost. This can be used to flush the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, even the shower if you have a clogged drain. That can be also used to make compost tea. 1 teaspoon to a gallon of water. Okay, so we're on to our scraps for the hole. Since that bucket wasn't quite full, I'm going to now use this bucket that was also fermented. And by the way, this has to be fermented for 2 weeks. We close this up on September 9th. It's now the 23rd, so that's why you open it. And there you go. You can see the okra and some of the Bokashi Bran on top. We're going to empty this entire bucket inside the bin. Then we're going to mix it with some dirt. Then dump it in the hole to cover it. There's our little strainer at the bottom so we can get the liquid off. Alright, and we're going to put one of these. Just enough dirt to cover the material. That should be enough. If you look, you can see the waste inside there. We have stuff in here such as orange peel, guava, okras. These are some overgrown okras from the garden. I'll put a little bit more dirt inside. Okay, here we go. Alright. So basically, most of it is coated with the dirt. Now we're going to dump this into the trench that was dug. Now the guidelines for the trench, take a look at the trench, close up. It's going to be a shovel depth, okay, deep as a shovel, as wide as a shovel, and about 2 shovel lengths or so. This one's a little bit more, but more is better. All right, this is for 5-gallon bucket. Then I'm going to dump the scraps in the hole. Some people just mix the scraps in the hole one time, but I find this will be easier for me to mix. And then this is going to be in the ground for about another 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Then you can plant over the spot or remove the waste. It said at least 2 weeks. Alrighty. There we go. So that's method number 2. On to our last method. We're going to use the same bin right here. And we're going to bury the rest of the scraps in here. Okay? We're going to get some dirt. Just like before, we're going to mix the scraps in the dirt. Wrong bin. That's the bin that has the scraps in it. So we're going to take this other soil. Just cover this back. Look here, I see some of the scraps in there. This one had rice, lots of rice. And we're going to mix up. Come a little closer, you can see the rice and bread scraps in here. We're going to put some more dirt so we can mix the entire thing. Now once again you want to coat the scraps with the dirt. That will help to speed up the composting. Take a look again. You'll see that all of it is coated with the soil. Now all we have to do is cover it. rest of the soil that we just put in, we're just basically going to level it over the scraps. We're not going to mix it in. We're just leveling it over the scraps. Alright, so come in, take a look. And that's basically done. And the last thing I'm going to do is just cover this over. I'm going to leave it here for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks I can actually plant in it or mix the soil up together, make sure there's nothing, no scraps left on the bottom, and pot it out into different pots to plant. Well, there you have it. 3 ways to use your Bokashi kitchen scraps. Blessings. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about our Bokashi scraps that we buried 2 weeks and 2 days ago. We had 3 areas that we placed it, and I'm going to just reveal to you what happened within those 16 days. This is our container that we placed the Bokashi in and then topped it off with soil. I've since planted a tomato slip in there, and this is how high it's grown in the 2 weeks and 2 days. So that's reveal number 1. Over here we have our Bokashi bin. Place it up on a little ramp so hopefully you can see on the inside of it. And we are going to dig up the scraps or dig up the soil to see if there are any scraps left on the inside. Okay, so we placed the scraps mixed with some soil on the inside, and then we topped it off with some soil. I tilted it here so basically you probably can see a little bit of it. Okay, we are going to there's a little piece of scraps there, but it crumbles fine. Right. So there you go. You have basically soil, just a few food scraps, but most of it is to the other side. So it has basically been compost. Let's get on a little further. All right, so there we have it, our compost bin, ready for planting. I'm going to put those into pots and plant out my slips. Then here is our next area right here. I marked it with some steel. So these 2 areas here we came across in front. Okay, so we do have some bones. All I'm seeing right now is bones. And the rest of it has been compost. All right, so there we have it, those 3 reveals. Looking good. So now my compost is ready to be used in my pots. I will bury these bones back in the soil, but I can use my compost ready to be used. There you have it, our reveal for our bokashi 2 weeks later.